Welcome back to Ashina Depths. The depths are not just this poison pool, but also the section after. It's the section right before we actually get to Mibu Village, which is our ultimate destination in this path. You want to be very sneaky. The gunners can all see you from quite far away. And the one seeing me right now is the mini-boss, so as soon as you stealth that person, duck.
Ooh.
A really useful item for this area is the Gachin Sugar. It makes you basically invisible. But I want to sneak around, take care of all the gunners before I fight the mini-boss. There we go.
Yeah, it's just boss fighting 101. Always take care of the mooks first. Unless it turns out you need the mooks alive because all the boss does is spawn more mooks.
God damn it.
Bitch! I love how this game has so many you stepped on a twig mechanics. Like, you gotta be real careful. Anything your leg touches, if it's made of wood, it'll explode.
Well, the boss saw me. This is not going to work out.
Oof.
Luckily, behind the Buddha statue to my left is another sculptor's idol. Oh dear. Yep, hauling ass out of there.
Yeah, Buddhism's got a little more hardcore. Come on, arm. Thank you. The wolf is taking a rest now. Don't shoot me.
Oh.
Fuck.
That was pretty slick. So, that does kind of segue into something that I've been thinking about with this game, and Bloodborne for that matter. In Dark Souls, it's kind of almost a world for warriors, and everything's like either dead or a monster. So it makes sense that resting at a bonfire would reset everything, because that's just kind of how the world works. In something like Bloodborne or Sekiro, the world is more real, I guess, and there's a lot more just regular people. So while resetting upon death
Keep
makes
talking
sense.
while I embarrass myself.
Yeah, I'm distracting them. That's the plan. So, like, resetting on death makes sense. That's how most games work. But, like, resetting everything when you reach an idol makes a little less sense in this world, since there's less... This is just the world, you know? Just a place in Japan.
No, I agree with you there. It feels like just a leftover mechanic from Dark Souls. Like, it's what's expected of From Software games.
Yeah, like, it kind of reminds me of this one interview that Jeff Kaplan from Overwatch did. And the question he got was, well, how do Zenyatta's orbs work? And his answer was basically, bitch, I don't know, it's a video game.
Yeah, acceptable breaks from reality.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could have come up with something, but because it's already, like, part of a similar sub-series, they were just gonna go with the idols.
Yeah.
But, I can imagine, like, if they needed to come up with a canon in-universe reason, they could just be like, oh, they're very honorable.
Oh, he reached the idol. Better go back.
He says... Even though he just tried to shoot you with a real gun just now, they're very honorable.
So, Snake Eyes is pretty tough. She's got a lot of different types of attacks. The guns will just wreck your health. Be damn sure you're blocking for that. It will also break your posture, probably. She gets a little distracted from the firecrackers. Her worst attack is she'll reach her gun over and try to grab you with it. That has a very weird timing. You basically have to time the deflection right as she pulls the gun back. Here. Right there. Your instinct is to block before then. That is not going to work. But this is another boss where you kind of want to keep attacking her and keep baiting her into attack so you can build up her posture. It is highly recommended that you use the Gachin Sugar and take out that first node of her health, especially if it's early on in the game. She's another one of those beef gates. Ooh. Yeah, she's nasty. And also, the gunners can still see you while you're fighting, so you also want to drag her further into the cave so that they won't see you. Otherwise, this fight's just gonna get stupid hard. So there we go. She's pretty intense. Like I said, she's a descendant of the Okami warrior clan, but because she lives in this poison pool, she's resistant to the poison weapon that you get later in the game that's effective against the Okami.
That's really cool.
It's a little disappointing, but interesting consistency, though. And I want revenge on this gunner.
Bitch!
There, it did it correctly. They drop a lot of experience for this point in the game, too.
Good job that time. You didn't, like, step on a cat's tail or something.
Or even just a cattail plant that squeaks loudly.
You step on that and it attracts a shinobi cat, and it's the hardest enemy in the game.
Shinobi cat, that'd be awesome. This game, but with furries. Yeah, that'd be interesting, actually.
Hey, From Software, listen carefully.
Yellow gunpowder is actually a very rare upgrade material. The heavy gunners drop it as a rare item, though. So if you want to finish your shinobi tool upgrade tree, you are going to have to farm the heavy gunners. It's not great, but at least it's a place where you can get more. So I mentioned that this place changes later on. You see a lot of blood splatter on the ground. That really should be for the later part after it changes.
Ooh. Pop and fog.
Yeah, this is kind of a secret area. If you don't look around, you might miss this. And in fact, it branches off. I missed one of the branches. But over here, we got a monkey. And he's hanging out in front of the skeleton of another monkey. Another much bigger monkey.
Oh, it's an enemy.
Yeah.
And thus Wolf felt like being a jerk.
That looks weird, but it's technically another type of sake. It's just monkeys leaving fruit in trees until it ferments.
Huh. That's interesting. Monkey booze.
Just gonna double back. In this little break is the second path. And we got another wall jump. Let's see if I can do this one correctly. That kinda.
Nice.
Did a little extra skip to my loo a little bit there, but yeah, you did it.
You want to come up here? Because there is another prayer bead. On top of Buddha's head.
Just oil.
Just oil.
Put it on French fries. Alright.
Not this oil.
What's France?
Alright, so From Software game of furries, but it takes place in France.
Kinda cool.
It'd be original.
Oh, you thought I was joking?
Yeah. I'd like another serious game with furries.
Although I will say that if From Software were to actually implement an idea for like a furry type, they actually totally could with this style in Sekiro, since Usagi Yojimbo already exists. A samurai rabbit made by the same guys who did the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, really?
That's true.
His comic series has been going on for literally 30 years. Probably longer.
Are the Ninja Turtles from Japan originally?
No.
Oh. Never mind.
I mean, they're ninja.
Well, yeah.
They're connected, at least.
They're ninja, but like, they're raised by a Japanese guy who got turned into a rat, and they're just literally 4 turtles from a pet store.
Well, I meant the franchise.
No, they were
That's
made-
American.
They're American.
Okay.
It's kind of like Mortal Kombat, where the people who make it are really into, like, the culture.
I got it.
Shitsamon, how do you keep bypassing me?
You're slow. You ever think of that?
I fell into a hole upwards, and here I am.
The last episode came out like a week ago. I had a whole week in Let's Play time.
You were just staring into a poison pool. How do you not have cancer right now? Suddenly it matters. That shamisen playing woman, she's something else.
Can't wait to see her.
And I don't say that in the way that Jinzaimon would.
つい聞き惚れておるうちにすっと霧の奥へ去ってしもうたわ。
Oh, it stinks down here.
You smell.
If this is olden times, everything stinks everywhere.
I'm pretty sure From Software didn't want to be too realistic and just have flies and realistic in the middle of these cutscenes.
Miyazaki is not Kojima.
Every 10 minutes, there's a 5% chance that Wolf will just vomit.
What, who was the producer of Deadly Premonition?
Oh, that dude.
Because the name's escaping me, but like, if you don't let York shower or shave, he could just have like a million flies go around him while he's solving a murder mystery.
Oh, Swery.
Swery, that was it. I don't know why Suda 51 came up first, but I knew that was wrong.
Apparently he's another Hidetaka. It's Hidetaka Suehiro, is his full name.
Ah.
Hidetakas make interesting games, I guess.
Certainly memorable games.
Quite a few upgrades to myself. First thing I bought increases the posture damage I do when I'm a Kiri counter. Around these trees are a bunch of jagoff roosters. They're all over, they'll see you from everywhere. There's one hiding behind me. Oh, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Okay, finally, a rooster has hit you. Now you're justified in killing all of them. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Don't have a counter for this, huh, buddy boy?
Damn it! If only I could fly.
So that was an upgrade to my shuriken. That's the spinning shuriken. You hold the button down, it'll keep digging into the enemy. And I think that spinning will also go through their guard if they have their sword up. I want to be very careful down here. There are a bunch of enemies around here, but they're all apparitions. Meaning it's kind of hard to keep track of them, and they'll just keep respawning.
Is everyone in this game 75% dying on the floor?
More or less.
Why do I keep coming across people right before they die? Now that'd be an interesting premise for like a movie or something. Or one of those story games.
Well, they couldn't really title this game Sekiro People Die All the Time, but you know.
Sekiro, you're gonna die someday.
Can't quite tell what he's burning. Look like either texts or maybe talismans. Also, it's worth noting, he's one of maybe 2 non-evil Buddhist priests in this game. Buddhism has been deeply corrupted in Ashina.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this guy seems to actually get what Buddhism's about.
Now, right behind him is another asshole rooster.
Those roosters don't know anything about Buddhism.
So they must die. That's a way to get back to the sculptor's idol. And him.
I can't be upset at you anymore. You've finally been hit by one. Before you were just murdering chickens.
I like that little pain. It's falling.
Look around. You see that little side path, the little crack in the wall? That's sort of a shortcut to the end of this area. But I'm going to take the long way. I want to show this whole place off.
You just want to kill more chickens. Be honest with us. That was... I thought it'd sound more like chicken, but it didn't.
Look at that, they're basically ghosts.
Wow.
And they got ghost juice.
Ghost juice.
I hope they don't get past our chicken guards.
Trying to see if there's a path that gets me around these guys. You get experience from them, but I'd rather just not fight them. It's actually easier to get to the mini-boss of this area. Oh, god damn it, all these dogs. And defeat him, and that'll actually dispel all of the ghosts around here. I probably should have just done that first and then gone back and collected everything.
Another mini-boss. Where are all the maxi bosses?
Hang on, I gotta collect all these things that drop, guys. Time out. Alright.
Down, down, bad dogs and shit.
Yeah, yada yada. Don't have time. Yeah, poof. Hey, I can talk your language.
Oh, god damn it, an archer saw me.
Fuck.
Take two.
This was like take 3. He kept seeing me. I had to go find him and kill him before I could get through here.
Oh, why didn't you leave the second take in?
It took too long.
Nah.
For a second, I was gonna say, those wolves are way more talented than I thought.
This is the break in the wall that I saw. So I actually want to sidle back across the wall, and that way I can continue the area. This... Okay, apparently the sniper still sees me. I just got lucky this time. Oh boy.
Oh, hi everybody.
Now, there aren't ghosts in this area, but there is another mini-boss, not the one I'm thinking of,
Fucking damn it.
but it's a separate one, and he's surrounded by monkeys, one of which has a gun.
Of course he is. Did you just say this game isn't funny?
This game is awesome.
It's not intentionally funny.
It's not like Wolf is laying down some good ones, like some crowd crack-ups or anything.
Crowd crack'ems.
Crack-ups, you know? Like, he's not leaving him, like, the crowd wanting more, like, oh man, that Wolf, classic Wolf win.
I thought you said crowd crack'ems.
Now, Jacob, you recognize this guy?
I do. He's Big Chonkosaurus Man.
It's not Juzo, but it's basically the same enemy type. And there is a third one in the game, except he's even harder. Tokujiro is pretty much exactly like Juzo, though. There's no difference.
The last one was the drunkard. This one's the glutton.
Yeah. They function exactly the same, though, in that they fuck me up.
Is the last one the slothfully?
I don't think he gets a designation like that.
Oh,
Conjuro, the jerk.
the fucking asshole.
So I feel like we're far enough in the game that we can really see how this guy moves so much more slowly compared to a lot of the other enemies.
Yes, very much. Does he have to show the whole taint for like 5 seconds before attacking you?
He's a sumo guy. They do that.
Yeah.
You know, they taint it up for the audience.
It's true.
Tainted man. Ooh.
Oh!
You completely missed me with that somehow.
Not the puke!
Well, it is sake. Eventually it'll be puke.
Sake's yummy.
You've had it before?
Yeah. It's kind of weirdly spicy, but I liked it.
It's probably spicy because it's made with mold.
Probably.
There we go. He's a lot easier than Juzo. If only because I know what I'm doing this time. But he gives us the same item, a bottle of unrefined sake.
You won't use it, give it to me, damn.
Well, I don't use it because sake is a gift for other characters.
Oh.
Remember, in Japan, it's impolite to pour your own sake.
True. So if you're on your own and you want to do some drinking, call your neighbor.
Or fuck politeness, who cares? You're by yourself, who's gonna know?
I don't want to be rude to me.
To myself. Like the next time you look in the mirror, your reflection just folds his arm and shakes his head at you.
Ooh, this is rough. So, Buddha is so corrupted that the uncorrupted Buddhist monks have been hung from the trees.
Oh.
Heard a toot on a flute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's trying to play the Wind Waker a few seconds ago?
Is that a plot-relevant toot on a flute?
Yes, that's the mini-boss that I was thinking of.
Oh.
He's a particular type of enemy that we're going to see more often later. He's like a fish monster man. And we can take half of him out immediately. So, the Mist Noble, he's like a joke enemy, in that there is no way you can die to him.
Really?
He has no reason to be a mini-boss. Also, he's surrounded by monks, and you can't hit them and they'll spray out blood.
Yeah.
But he takes damage so quickly. You drain his health, you build up his posture so fast. I had to draw this out just to show what he does, which is very slowly lumber after you.
He does hit you, right? And it does hurt, right?
Yeah, but it takes a while. I've got a better version of the fat wax, it's grave wax.
That's less insulting, I don't like it.
You lump of grave wax, and you shrug it off like,
I don't know, you say that to an old person, it'd be insulting. But when you kill him, all the mist dispels, and turns out everything was an illusion. The temple was already completely destroyed. There was a wall behind us that we couldn't see, blocking up the path to Mibu Village.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. And we get a new type of sugar. This is one of those risk-reward type buffs. When you eat it, you half your health and your posture, but you deal much more damage.
Ooh, do you think it's worth it?
I'm not good with it.
Oh, so no.
Speedrunners breeze through the game using Yashiriku sugar.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I bet speedrunners have a field day with it.
It's one of those, if you're really skilled at the game, there's no other way to play it, practically. But that also dispelled all of the ghosts, so now the area is clear. Aside from the chickens, there is one enemy around here, though. I'm kind of looking around for it. That's another more rare upgrade item type. Not as much lore with the upgrade items. It's just, yeah, this is special.
This is good and it works.
Mass grave for money. Thought that was an item. There are actually butterflies hanging around specific... I don't know what I did there. Hanging around specific spots and they glow. They kind of guide you through this area if you get lost. If not butterflies, then like glow bugs. I think that might be butterflies, because the Amiibo balloons have butterflies in them and they glow. Maybe it's just a glow butterfly. But you can see that new enemy over there, that one remaining enemy. It's another Headless.
Oh boy.
Yoshi, you didn't get to experience the horror of the Headless last time, so I hope you enjoy it this time.
I'm ready. I hope they also go up in rank like the fat guys did. I know I already made the legless joke, but I'm hoping for armless and no torso and...
Well, armless technically, because people missing left arms is a theme of this game. Especially with the shinobis. God damn it.
Ow, ow.
Wolf.
I didn't see it. I think every game where campfires can hurt you, just an asshole. Like, they don't gotta. Like, some games don't. Some games are like, oh, it's a campfire, you can step into it, whatever, it doesn't hurt you, it's a campfire. But then the other game's like, oh, we know you're gonna try, and we're gonna punish you for it.
Okay, yeah, the glowing things are butterflies.
Yeah.
Special Ashina breed, I guess. And technically, yes, Yoshi, the Headless do kind of go up in rank. They're all technically the same enemy, but at least one is way stronger than the others.
Goody.
Goody.
The more I see this game, the more I just want to play it.
Once you get your bearings, it's a lot of fun. Mid-air deflection you really want, because you're going to be in the air a lot, and there's plenty of gunners, and they're going to catch you.
It helps that the movement is very fluid and very versatile.
Yeah. Now for this I want to be strong. And a reminder, you do need Divine Confetti to get any damage on them. That fell too far.
Alright, gotta go back to the idol.
There was a tree around here I could have just jumped onto. Whatever.
Alright. Oh, there he is. Let's do it!
I thought you were trying to do the for a second.
I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
It probably would take that long for me to finish readying for it.
God, I want to so bad. Don't tempt me.
Unfortunately, I don't think any of my prosthetic tools help out against this guy. Alright, I am buffed. Oh boy.
Alright, cheap shot.
When he does that complete swipe around him, he's gonna teleport behind you. God damn it.
Damn.
I've got one other note. I still want to try. To deal with this guy, you need confetti on your sword in order to deflect his attacks and not take terror damage.
Guy's an ass.
It kind of sucked to fight, even when you're good at the game.
Did he just block your ability to resurrect?
No, that happens anyway when you die.
Oh, okay.
That didn't work. Yeah, when you die and use a node, you have to kill another enemy before you're allowed to use another one. Damn it, the rooster's following me.
I'll get you!
But let's just continue onward. We're very close to Mibu Village. There's just a small stretch before it. Another big pit. There's a tree near the bottom where if you just jump all the way down the cliff, you can catch onto it, and it's a faster way down. But I want to show this little path. So later on in the game, if you come here after completing Ashina Castle, but without having come here before, there will be apparition Nightjar Shinobi around here attacking you. And they're tough. I'll show that when we get to New Game Plus. So it's a good idea I came here early. It's easier to get around. Oh, God damn it. So, there's also a shinobi down in the river. If you kill any of the dogs, he immediately notices you.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't be pissed if their dog just got killed?
I want to see if I can stealth around. There he is. I think it's another one of the purple shinobis. Gotchi and Sugar helps. You can't actually just go into stealth and crouch normally, and as long as you hug the wall, he won't notice you. You have to move slowly, though.
Secret shinobi water muting powers.
I am one with the river.
And since we're right nearby a sculptor's idol, this is also a really good farming place, because he gives you a lot of experience.
Oh, wow.
Why are you still surprised? They're everywhere.
Look, I'm not good at learning. Do you know when the last time I was taught a new trick was?
I'm 32. Actually, maybe he's like 28 or something. He's not that old.
I know how to shake and roll over, and that's it.
There, the modeled purple gourd reduces terror buildup and gives you terror resistance. It's a little expensive. Like, anything over 1,000 is expensive right now. But he's got some other good items. More adamantite scrap. And he's got a new type of sake. You want to buy that. I believe... actually, I'm thinking of something else. There's a character in Mibu Village who you can give a drink to, and something wacky happens when you do. Eh. Well, my coin purse is bulging. Let's just use all of them. I'm going on a shopping spree.
Yeah. Not too expensive anymore.
There are just enough treasure carps in the world, maybe there's an excess of 4 or so, maybe like 2, for you to buy everything from the pot noble. So be sure to get all of them if you can.
Wow, you're really good at making money by standing there.
I go ahead and buy it, and if you get to this point where you have just enough to buy a coin purse, say, just go ahead and sell some of the items that you don't use. Like, look at all the oil I have. I never use oil. It would probably help me at some point, too, and I just don't.
Yep, that's me in most video games, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a little bit like that too, where you get items that you're not sure if you're ever gonna use, and you're like, maybe in that emergency situation, and you get into like 6 million emergency situations and you still don't use it.
Well, like, by that point, you're good enough at the game, you don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm being cautious. There aren't that many dogs around here. There's a little pack of them, but they're not in the path. They're all up at the top.
Hey guys.
Ooh,
My children! Me!
For some reason, I thought those were dudes just like really hunched forward.
Not far off from some of the enemies around here.
Yeah.
You guys want to sit near the forest and just play craps?
Oh, I missed. Take 2, you want to jump.
Good idea. Took me a minute.
That was almost Porky Pig-esque.
So these are the Mibu villagers. We're right outside of it. Give it a second. They dissipate. But then they respawn. They just dig themselves out of the ground and come back. On the plus side, though, you get experience from them anyway. So if you have the patience, you can farm them. And I had the patience to farm them. They're not very strong either, if you hit them.
But this house, on the other hand. Alright, Wolf, can you handle the horrors of real estate?
Nobody can. I don't have the time. Just kill them and run.
Sekiro Shadows refinance.
Shadows foreclosed twice. Alright, but next time we will explore Mibu Village proper. It's an interesting place, very creepy, kind of gross.
Is that the place with the trigger warning you were talking about?
No, that's Senpo Temple.
Oh, okay.
A lot of this game has, like, if you have a bad past, anything in the game could set you off. It's just Senpo Temple in particular is horrifying. Everything else, it's more like just general horror stuff. It's creepy. It's unsettling. In this case, it's grody and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So instead of, like, decapitated heads with bugs crawling out of it and a message on the wall that says you're next, it's just some mold.
I would be really annoyed if that was actually next and that's what happened to be.
Ah, come on.
To be like, alright, like, decapitating me is one thing, but I don't want, like, bugs in it. It's my body.
Ew.
You saw the crickets, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're huge.
My head will look up at my body and seeing the bugs come out and be like, oh, okay, come on. You had walls, you had honeycombs, dirt. You could have picked any other place. In fact, I'm going to put my own head back on and I'm going to show you bugs what it's like to be me. And you'll die internally.
Oh man, Yoshi, you don't know how much you foreshadowed later in the game.
Oh, great.
Damn, I'm good.
Part 19.
Well, we're a long ways away.
You foreshadowed something very specific in that.
I swear I don't know anything about Sekiro, I just make jokes.
You better be there for that episode.
Yeah, I'll come back for part 19 for that callback. Just so I could be like, damn, I'm good.
While you're going like, damn, I'm good.
Like how Highway kept predicting exactly what was going to happen in the MDK2 parts, like all the fucking time. I was like, dude, it's gonna be cool.
Do you want to be in the commentary? Like, that would have been me after like part 3.
Or maybe AMDK2 is just more predictable than you'd like.
Maybe.